This panel in the church at Vézelay in France is a last judgment, with Jesus judging the good and the bad, sending some to hell. And Luther felt this was a complete misunderstanding of the story of Jesus and what Jesus came to do. And he felt that the preaching of Jesus and the apostles talked about our achieving a unification with God through our faith, not through an endless list of actions and lighting of candles, but our faith would set us free. So he's rejecting this panel and turning to a whole new idea about how the Christian person is saved. Here's the vision that Luther disapproves of. He says that's not the way we should be thinking about Jesus and God sending us to hell. So therefore, he wrote about justification by faith, which is the centerpiece of all of Protestant teaching, every single Protestant group. If you have faith that Jesus is your Savior, then you are justified, you are saved. So justification by faith, the great Protestant Revolution, Christianity is liberated, because why is it liberated? Well, it means that all these structures and all these priests and all these priestly practices and all these candles you have to light and all the money you need to donate, all of that is irrelevant all of a sudden in one big fell swoop overnight. The old idea, the legal idea of justice, is replaced with the new one: you're already saved. So at the very moment that this professor is teaching this and learning it himself by teaching, you see, it's an intellectual revolution. You see, this is all about ideas, isn't it? It's all about ideas. It's in a university's classroom that all this comes about. Just when all of this is happening, this man, Johann Tetzel, comes to town, to Luther's territory, to sell indulgences. Now, you know about this, but we just quickly can remember. So Mr. Tetzel comes to town, and as you know, in the Roman Catholic Church, they had come up with this idea that you could donate to the church, you could do good works, and that would help get you further. In fact, Tetzel, who was a great marketing genius, even had a little theme that he sang: as soon as the coin in the coffer rings, a soul from purgatory springs. Yes, I know, you think that's a joke. It's not a joke. He actually said it and did it. When Luther hears about this, and he heard right away because some of those were his parishioners in his church in Wittenberg, so they're coming back from this neighboring town, he is enraged. As a parish priest, in addition to being a professor at the university, he's enraged because some of his own people are there giving their hard-earned money to these collectors. So he is absolutely furious. And so he goes down to the church after having worked all night on these 95 theses, and he posts them immediately. The students, this is a student town, this is a university town, and so they are there right away reading through some of his points. The Pope has neither the will nor the power to remit any penalties beyond those imposed by him. He's just going through this like any professor. He's going through step by step by step. He says there's no divine authority for preaching, that the soul flies out of purgatory when the money clinks in the chest. It's certainly possible that when the money clinks in the bottom of the chest, avarice and greed increase. But when the church offers intercession, all that depends on the will of God. Christians should be taught that if the Pope knew the exactions of the indulgence preachers, he would rather the Church of Peter be reduced to ashes than built with the skin, flesh, and bones of the sheep. Now he had put into the 95 Theses an escape valve for the Pope. He had put in repeatedly, if the Pope knew what was going on. Now, of course, the Pope knew exactly what was going on, so no one in Rome had any intention of escaping.